Sack! Oh, hell no. Sack! Good job, Malk. Pass! Okay, Matt.
Not minimizing the competition, but when Aiden led that first touchdown drive, I think you were a cheerleader if you would have had pom-poms, and he was for you. How is it that you two can compete the way you are but be each other's biggest fans?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think we're competing for the role to help the Raiders, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we want. We want to help this team win. I've never been on a team where one quarterback plays it the whole time. Like, there's going to be opportunity, and, like, we both have to hang in there and just lead the offense when we're in. And it was a lot of fun today competing with our whole group.
Howdy and welcome on in, my Las Vegas Raiders fans. We have a great video for you guys today. The bulk of this video was going to be everything Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. This was supposed to be the game that separated one from the other. This was supposed to be a good test to expose one of the players, one of the quarterbacks that are, really battling out for this starting position. I have some notes here. I just want to bounce this off y'all's cranium. Whatever y'all see, let me know about it. First things first. Aiden O'Connell, great game. He seems like his poise is there. He looked in control of the offense. He definitely looked like the better leader. If you put, this is a little Colin Cowherd thing. This is something he does. I don't necessarily like the guy, but if you physically put Aiden O'Connell next to Gardner Minshew, I just like Aiden O'Connell a little bit more. The look of him kind of resembles more of a quarterback, and that could, subconsciously put something into the receivers, put something into the Raiders defense to have them fight harder to get the ball back to the offense. That's just one note that I actually put out there. In control of the offense, didn't seem too rattled, didn't get it into the end zone, which is unfortunate, but that's not the end all be all. And this is kind of how I've categorized Aiden O'Connell. We'll get to Gardner in a minute. Aiden O'Connell, he's not going to be a superstar quarterback. He's not going to be a quarterback that necessarily wins you a lot of games. But to the contrary, he's not a bum. He's not some sucker. He's not a quarterback that's going to put you into compromising territory. He's not going to really throw a lot of interceptions. He's not a risk taker in that regard. And I like it. I think for some teams, that's probably exactly what you need. And if we look at the Raiders, how many seasons in a row have we had where you guys are losing a game by 3 points or 6 points, something very short? If you just had one less turnover, you guys are in the victory formation. How often does that happen? Every single year. I think you guys consistently and constantly lose close matchups. And it's just in y'all. Y'all are always close to the game. And that's why it's so hard to really pick out on how you guys are going to be every single year, because of that ordeal that every single year you guys lose close games. You guys have these crazy great wins against the Chiefs, and then you'll have a rough game the next week, but you only lose by 3 points, and then the next game you'll blow someone out of the water, right? So that's kind of just where my brain is at with Aiden O'Connell. I think it is very awesome that Antonio Pierce gave him the actual starting role, even though they're still trying to figure out this quarterback dispute. But giving him that starting role, giving that confidence to him, like I said, when he was out there on the field, I don't think he hurt the team at all. He did not hurt the team, but he did not necessarily make splash plays. But you got to take with it what you can. Gardner Minshew. But before we continue, we need to finally announce our beautiful partnership with Winnable. Winnable is a beautiful platform that we have been using for some time now to show to the audience our sports betting approach. We use Prize Picks, Better, Bovado, and we have a channel that's approaching 2,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you that have subscribed. But if you are not into sports betting, we completely understand it's not everybody's ball game. But do you want $500? Because we are also going to be setting up fantasy football leagues for each and every one of you to be a part of. And like I said, first place winner gets $500. If you want more information on how you can enter for an opportunity to win $500, link is in the description. You can send us a DM to our Instagram, rff.football, or you can send us an email that is provided to you right there on the screen. Now, back to the video. Now, I like Gardner. Y'all know I like Gardner. I think this is a great opportunity for him to really become a legit mentor for Aiden O'Connell, whether he's starting or if he's the backup. I think Gardner's the kind of guy, no matter what, he's going to be helping the quarterbacks around him. He just seems like a guy's guy. And so I do like that Gardner did not start, because we know that Gardner, no matter what, he's going to be ready. He went 6 for 12, 117 yards, and he got that beautiful touchdown on that corner route. And the thing is with Gardner Minshew, he is the type of quarterback that can win you games. So a little bit more than just a point guard that kind of gives the ball to the playmakers, right? That's what Aiden O'Connell is really good at. But Gardner Minshew, every now and then, he could become the scorer. He could become the guy that everything kind of relies on, and he brings people out of the fire. He's done it multiple times. And so that's what you get with Gardner. But what you also get with Gardner is the fact that he can be the reason why you lose games, right? He can be the reason why you guys are having these 3 to 6 close losses. He can put the ball into compromising positions. He did it this game, but he can do that. And so, like I said, you guys have a beautiful, difficult situation on really what type of quarterback you guys want to throw out there into the 2024 season. Now, the important thing about it is whether it's Gardner or Aiden, he's got to be the guy for the entire year. Whoever you go with. Maybe Gardner, it's a little bit of a shorter leash than Aiden, but if you guys start Aiden O'Connell, you have to play Aiden O'Connell. Things don't look pretty or things don't look the right way, and you just rip him out, that just clearly means it was all a bluff. I hope Antonio Pierce trusts his pick, trusts his decision on the quarterback that is going to be at the helm, whether it's Gardner or Aiden, whoever it is. And whoever it is, you guys got to support whoever it is, because unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to see it, I don't think either one of these guys really separated themselves skill-wise or performance-wise in this game. So once again, all the reports that I've seen throughout this training camp process is they've been neck and neck, and no one separated themselves. And so take that with what you will. The next guy I got to talk about, and this is the guy that I am just so high up on. I actually have a boss here. He's one of our clients that I work with, and he shows me his list. He says he's got to get rid of a few people. I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, no matter what, you keep Trey Tucker. Trust me, you keep Trey Tucker. Do not move Trey Tucker. You keep Trey Tucker. That's all I could. He couldn't, the look on his face, he's like, what? He was just baffled. Of all the people, that's who I picked. I said, do not get off of Trey Tucker. Keep him. And I firmly believe that, guys. And I think with Trey Tucker, you need to have the type of quarterback that either the concept of the offensive scheme is going to be so beautifully fit for him, to where a beautiful transition for Aiden O'Connell to be the guy that unleash what Trey Tucker can be, or you need a gun-ho type of guy, the guy that has to force the ball to Trey Tucker, to get the ball to Trey Tucker so he can make electrifying plays. I personally believe Trey Tucker's missing piece may not be the right word I want to use for him, but important X factor is probably the better word. When you have Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams, I think the beautiful X factor would be a Trey Tucker skill set, a burner off the top of the defense, a guy that can distract a lot of people behind the line of scrimmage in motion, and all types of alerts, all types of overs. He has a beautiful opportunity to really use his speed to his advantage, and I think he has a beautiful opportunity to do that in 2024. Now, other people I want to talk about. Jack freaking Jones, dude. Jack freaking Jones. Your defensive unit had their starters out. Max Crosby, I saw the 9A out there doing some big things. Jack Jones just seems like he gives everyone energy, right? I just think he is the starter. He is the gun for the group. I already feel like, Max is always there. No one has to get Max going. No one has to motivate Max. No one has to really get in Max's head to get him going. Max is a freak, absolute freak, where his mind goes to get his motivation from. And if you heard any of these stories of where he finds his motivation, you already know Buddy's locked in. But Jack Jones is the type of dude that just makes a splash play. He leads by example. He just, oh my gosh, man. The interception that he pulled off against the Vikings, it was just like, it was effortless. And you see number 18, I see Jack Jones, he has the pick or whatever. And I'm like, was this fool the receiver? This is the way he just nonchalantly caught the ball. You would have thought he was the receiver, but no, he was the defensive back. And so it was just really good to see him up lively. Guys, you've already heard me, and I'm going to be at a few games this upcoming season. Once again, I'm an Austin transplant. I'm out here in Austin. I'm not a Raiders fan. I also want to be clear, but gosh, do I love the city of Las Vegas? Do I love the culture? I love Max Crosby. I love what you guys embody every time you step on that field and what it means to be a Raider, actually, genuinely. And so let me know next game who I need to look at, who I need to focus on. Hey, Miles, I saw this on this guy. The offensive line didn't look too terrible. I would like to see them move around a little bit more, get into spaces, a little bit more screens. I want to see this offensive line move. I guess that's what I really want to harp on. I want to see them move. I want to see them getting out into space. Colton Miller, I don't know if he played or not, but it's good to see he's getting his respects throughout the league. Colton Miller's always been a guy that I had high praise for, but I always felt like anytime I'm talking to people about best tackles, I have to always say Colton Miller, and then I have to give a little resume of who the guy is, what team he's on, and whatnot. But you guys, let me know what you guys saw. Let me know what you guys want me to keep my eyes on for the next preseason game, and give me your thoughts on this whole Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew ordeal, because it's very important. You guys got to get this right. I think you guys have a legitimate shot at taking out the Kings and the Chiefs. And I only call them Kings because they won the Super Bowl, guys. We don't like them, right? Y'all know me, y'all know I don't like them, but it is what it is at the end of the day. The best way to kick them off their throne is giving them the name that they have. They're the Kings, and we rip the crown off their heads. Let me know what you guys think. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.